This is Doug Varnberg, and welcome back to another set of tips and tricks. And today we're out here testing and playing with our new Humminbird ONIX. We're going to get up there, we're going to touch it, we're going to feel it, we're going to push buttons, we're going to play with the screen, and I'm going to show you some of the cool new things on how to operate electronics, how simple and easy it is with this new Humminbird ONIX system. So let's check it out. We're on the new ONIX 10, and this is our home screen. Now we can, if we want to go to view, like if we want mapping in 2D, boom, touch it, and we're there. You can see we're moving around. This is new digital sonar in the 2D. It's digital sonar and digital processing. Got our lake master mapping over here on the side, dropped off in a little channel. Look at that fish right there. Got a few little bait fish, got some fish showing up there. If you want to go to full screen, 2-finger touch, and it'll take you to a full screen. If you want to go back to the screen, touch back. If you want to go to full screen mapping, 2-touch, boom, you're there. Now, isn't that awesome? 2 fingers back. 2 fingers back. We go to our full screen. We're over here on full screen. I'm just going to hit the sonar button. Tab up here. Right here is you can change your settings. You can change your chart speed. You want to change your... You can use your controller to adjust it. We'll go up to 5 there. So if you want to move up, you can use this as a joystick. You can go up and down through the menu, change switch fire. We got clear mode, max mode. Here we go into clear mode. You'll see the change here. Normally with clear mode, I want to increase my sensitivity, so I can go to there. Or you can just adjust the flywheel. Now here's one really cool thing. We'll exit out. We can exit out here or tap the screen. Your sensitivity, if you grab the flywheel, you're automatically going to be able to adjust your sensitivity on the fly. Now isn't that cool? That's quick, simple. Boom, I want to adjust it a little bit. Sensitivity is like contrast control, so increase or decrease. There's your sensitivity. You can get that good balance. So you can get that good balance between your hard and soft returns, or your stronger returns and your weaker returns. You got a vertical bar flasher over here. You can do overlays on your feet and miles per hour and your water temp. This is actually running through the US2 of the new Minn Kota 112 4-Trex. Now if you want to go back to the home screen, 2-finger down will take you back to the home screen where we were. Say we want to go to just full screen 2D sonar. There we go. Go back, take our 2 fingers, tap down. We're going to look at split 200. We're going to change the frequency up here. We're going to change one of them to 83. There's 200 on one side, 83 on the other side. Probably need to adjust the sensitivity down a little bit. Getting a lot of extra clutter out of that extra wide area coverage there. Want to change views? 2 fingers across, we can change our views. You scroll across, you can create custom views. Here's one I created custom. It was chart 2D. Chart with 2D and 2D. If you wanted to do something like that. You can move the cursor around if we wanted to mark a waypoint. Right there, we hit mark. Boom, we hit waypoint. We verify. We created a waypoint right there. You can see the waypoint icon. Hit exit, or we could hit attach the screen. There's our waypoint going away. If you want to go to home screen, we can come right over here to the house button, hit home, right back there. Here's a cool new feature. Sun, 5:38 p.m. We've got 2 hours and 17 minutes of daylight left here. Tells me what time sunrise, sunset is. Tells you your moon phases. Wouldn't that be very handy, especially pre-trip planning? I think I'm going to be on some lakes down probably just a little bit south of here, 414, because it looks like we're going to have a spawn coming on with the moon. You can adjust through the date. We can go back to our home screen there. You've got a trip log now. Trip log. We'll do the trip today. Our max speed's been 7 miles an hour since we've had the unit on. There's our timer. Moving timer. The distance we've traveled, speed over ground right now is 0.9 miles an hour. That's new for this year. We can push the exit button there. We're going to go to full screen mapping. Chart scale. And go to 1/8 of a mile. We're going to go to boat position. Tap our settings button. We're going to use buttons this time. We're going to go down here. That's not what we wanted. Hit exit. Come up here. Tap our button. We want some in-depth detail. We're going to hit exit. Come back out. We're going to go down here to chart options. We're going to go to our preferences. This is where we can change our Lake Master features, our depth colors, our depth highlight, our depth range. We want to change colors. We're going to put depth colors on. And we're going to take it down to, this is where you can make the deeper water dark. Kind of like that. Well, one range is actually pretty neat back here. We want to go to depth highlight. Come down here and crank it up to about 20. We're going to come down here to range. We're going to go about 4-foot range. Contour intervals. If you're on a lake with a lot of contours, you can actually change the range of these contours. So if you've got on a real deep reservoir and you don't want all those contour lines, fishing a bluff would be a good place. That's some new features in this ONIX that allow you to customize your map. We'll exit out of here. If you want to take a screen snapshot, you just hit the go-to button. Screenshot is saved. You can mark a waypoint by just hitting mark, hit waypoint. You can enter it there. Say you want to create a new screen. Go to views. We're going to go to sonar. And we're going to choose, let's create a new view. New view. These are all your selection and choices that are available. This time we're going to do 1 and a 2. We're going to do sonar, and we're going to do sonar. You could do mapping. You could do your NEMA 2000 gauges, 360 imaging. When we get this hooked up with the side imaging and down imaging, you'll be able to have these options. This is a 2D only unit. When we have the side imaging unit, which I haven't got hooked up yet, I'm going to put it at the console. We'll be able to share that data with this data. Just wanted to get out here, get a little on the water, check out how awesome this new ONIX is, how simple and easy it's going to make it this year for me. Sonar options. We're going to do the pane zoom. Now we can zoom in the full pane. We got our regular sonar over here, we got our full pane over here. Want to zoom out? There's a big old tree right there. Make both sides the same. You got 8 levels of zoom. If you're following your bait, vertical fishing, this is a great view. Look at that wad of bait right there. You can change color palettes. Switch fire mode, we talked about that. We're going to do our sonar options, preferences. Here's our color palettes. Boom, if you want to go to original color palette. There's color palette 2, color palette 3, green, red. I like the original because red is my strongest return, and that makes it easy for me to see. Go back. We can change our backgrounds. We got our white. We can go to the black background. We can go to the blue background. There's a wide array of things. Bottom view, this is kind of cool. We can fill the bottom. Fill the bottom with brown, and then you can put a bottom line. And if you look real close, you can see that line right there. That's the actual bottom. Your real-time sonar window. We can turn our fish ID on, fish icons. We can make fish crackers. We can turn on the depths like we've had. There, we got some fish ID. We turned our sensitivity up, probably a little too hot. Use our star wheel, remember? The flywheel. Turn your fish icons off. Back to there. If you want to do sonar recordings, there's where you can adjust sensitivity, surface clutter. Pretty cool beans. It's the new future. I mean, there's some things that I really like the touchscreen. There's things I like the buttons. I like this new little joystick and this flywheel. Is really exciting me. I like to change sensitivity a lot. Is one of my things, is to get a good balance between the hard and soft returns, and changing that, using that feature is going to be easy. If I wanted to go back and change my background, sonar options, preferences, background, white, exit, exit, exit. You can do it with buttons. If you're used to buttons, you can do it with the new touchscreen, or you can use any combination to learn. You may find some things that you like the touchscreen better than the buttons for. It's going to be a good learning experience, and I'm going to be here to help you with lots of tips and tricks videos this year, showing you the cool features and things that you can do with this new Humminbird technology. Remember, 2 fingers across. That's one of the cool features of Humminbird, is we can do multi-gestures. 2 fingers across, boom, 1 touch, we're back to our customized view there. If you want to increase your map, boom. Look at that, we can zoom that away. You want to zoom in on that? Look at that. You can do it with multi-gesture touchscreen. 2 fingers down takes us right back to our home screen. Settings, alarms. There's more information across the bottom if your tides or currents. There's setup guides, files. You can see your recordings, images. Here's some images that I've taken already. Boom, they pop up right here. So what do you think of the new ONIX with the cross-touch technology? It's some pretty cool ways to operate a unit with the multitude of options of touch or buttons. I hope that helped you learn a little bit more about the new ONIX. I'm pretty excited about getting the opportunity to run it this year and show you all what all it can do. It is a totally new system, inside, outside, software, hardware, touchscreen. We've got digital sonar, not only processing but also digital transmission. We can share technologies between units. We're going to be able to share mapping between units. It's going to open up a wide array of things to make it easier for fishermen and help you get more out of your investment. Appreciate you tuning in to another set of tips and tricks, and tune in next time when we get more in depth with the new Humminbird ONIX and other products from my sponsors. Thank you, and tune in next time.